Hi and welcome back to my playthrough of Conquest of Planet Earth. The first turn seemed actually pretty successful until we draw this atomic bomb where we basically lost 3 of our terror or victory points here. And even though I know this game pretty well, I still was able to mess up some rules, and this is in respect to the turn order. Of course, the player who rolls the lowest die basically will start the turn. As of now, I will play it right, of course. Okay then, let's start round 2. Okay, here we have a 2 for the red player. That's not a good thing. And here we see a 1. A 1 is pretty good because this means blue gets a token and will be able to re-roll, but he has to keep the second result. That's a 4. Much better. So I think with this it might be pretty much okay. We have one little problem with the red player who only has 2 action points this round, but let's see what we can do with that. Space stuff cards are always great, so I think I will spend my first point here to gear up. So I have to spend 1 point, and this allows me to draw a card. Let's see what we get. And here we found a particle wave beam, something we have to activate, and you can use activation cards only once during your turn, but it gets 1d6 to your strength total for a single fight. That's a pretty cool thing. It lasts for the entire fight. That's really important. However, if this roll is a 1, the beam reverses polarity and explodes. So for once we have to discard this card, and all of my aliens in the space are instantly destroyed, and we would also have to demolish the location. So I think this is really some kind of a more of a last resort card, because rolling a 1 is not unlikely, to be honest. And when you follow some of my previous playthroughs, you notice that I roll those low numbers quite often. With the remaining action point, I will move this saucer up there to the train station, and now I have to fight. But at the start of the fight, I will be able to use my alien legion. But first of all, let's see what resistance we have to draw here. So let's see, and here we have the angry mob. That's only a 1 against my 4. So I think, I will use my alien legions because I don't have to spend points in order to activate them. So I will use the alien legions card now, which says play at the start of a fight. You are in to immediately place all of your destroyed aliens from your alien pool into this space. So we will really run over this angry mob here. So now they're facing a lot more of those alien sources. So basically we are now at a strength of 16 versus 1 at this point in time. So let's roll a die, but still it could happen that we would roll a 6 for the angry mob. And again, red is for the aliens. So let's see. No, in this case this was absolutely not a problem. This angry mob gets discarded, and this also means we can place our conquest marker here. So we get now 2 additional terror points. In total right now we only have those 2 because all the other locations are demolished, but at least that's a very good starting point. Last thing to do, and here I noticed I forgot to use the spoils of conquest, and yeah, this would be helpful. But yeah, okay, I missed that. I will not revert that. So let's draw 2 more cards. You would be able to discard it first, but I think we won't be doing that. So let's see what he gets. Oh, here it's +2 action points, all part of the master plan. We already know that one. And here we have another spoils of conquest. But this is a better one. Draw a space stuff card. Well, this is great. This is really great. This is way better than this one, of course. But yeah, both are fine, of course. I think this is really something we have to remember. Then it's the turn of the Fishmen of Adlerak. I think they will use 2 of their 4 action points to land 2 new sources at their landing site here. And I think with those 2 remaining points, he will move over here to the town. So again, we have to face 2 new resistance here. So let's start with the first one. And here we see again some US Army tanks. They have a strength of 5. I have a strength of 6 because those are my 2 aliens. And I think Right now, should I try it? I win on a tie. That's certainly a good thing. Yeah, why not? Let's take the risk here. I won't sending in my land squid. No, I won't be doing that. So again, red is for the fishman. Yeah, perfect. This is absolutely first hit. So we can discard the US Army tanks. Let's see what the second resistance is. Here we see the US Army infantry with a strength of 3. So I think I still feel fine. I have double the strength. Only if they would now roll a 6, I think we would be in danger. So let's see. Okay, they have an 8, I have a 7. So I would now lose this point, and I think I will lose this point. Wow, this was really painful. Yeah, I think I cannot help it. No, I think I will destroy this ship. So basically sending it back to the pool of the blue player. And now it's basically 3 versus 3. So I guess once more I will pay 2 of my menace tokens to release the land squid. So I will be able to roll 2 dice and can add up the result. I really want this town, as those are 2 additional victory points. That's a great thing. Yeah, crushing victory. So this US Army infantry has been swallowed by our brave fishermen of Adlerak, which also means we just conquered our second location here. Of course, we also conquered this one, but right now that's demolished. So in total, we are at 4 terror points. If we would be able to undemolish, to rebuild it, I will do it at some point in time, we would be at 6 terror points, which isn't that bad. Okay, they could also discard a card before they go into their draw phase, or as part of their draw phase they will be able, but I think I want to hold on to all of those. So let's just draw one more card. Remember, they have an intelligence of 4, and here we have again, I think, no, it's a different one. Battle Frenzy. Play to force any aliens or resistance to re-roll their fight dice. Just roll. This is a good thing. We might also leverage. And we can also use them when whatever the Ventus Star Empire is in kind of a trouble. These were already the turns of our aliens, so we come to the resistance phase. And the first thing you always do is to draw a resistance event card. Let's do that. And here we see Sabotage. No space stuff may be used until the start of the next resistance phase. Space stuff allies may not move or participate in fights. That's kind of bad news for the Ventus Star Empire, as they just acquired the particle wave beam, which is really awesome. So they will not be able to use this wave beam during their next turn. Kind of pity. Then we check for location liberation. Right now there is no situation on the board. No, we would move the human tech track to space number 2. We are still in the first zone, so we would continue to roll just 1 die. Then we would have resistance move. We have not any moving resistance tokens on the board. No, we don't have barrage. So we would roll for tech breakthrough. Let's do that. We don't want to see a 6. No, that's a 2. This was pretty much the end of the resistance phase. Okie dokie. Let's roll for initiative first. And this time the Ventus Star Empire roll a 1. So they gain 1 menace token, so they will be able to reroll. This time they have a 4. Fishermen have a 3, so they will clearly go first. Even though they will not be able to use space stuff card in this turn because of this Sabotage resistance event card, I think I want to use my 3 action points to draw a space stuff card for the next round. I think I will do that. So I will spend all action points to draw a space stuff card, and here we have Rhaegar or Ravgar, Thought Probe, I don't know. Discard at any time to look at another player's hand of event cards and choose one for them to instantly discard. Okay, this is something for the competitive game. So we look at the ore here. Discard at any time to immediately gain 2 alien menace tokens or to win a fight on a tie result. That's not great, to be honest. I should not have done that, but yeah, I have decided, though this was pretty much the turn of the Fishman. So in this case, we can jump over to the Vento Star Empire with 4 action points, and I think I will play it pretty conservative. I will move 2 alien sources here, 2 alien sources there, and then we would jump directly over to the battle phase. I think I will start here, so let's draw the location card. And here we have the hydroelectric dam. Only 1 victory point, but 2 resistance, or resistance value of 2. And if this would be demolished, roll a d6 for every adjacent location. It is also demolished on a roll of 3+. So this one is already, demolished. But this one not, and this is certainly 2 victory points. So, boy, that's really tough one. This would be a great location for the Fishman, as this is a water location, so they would gain 1 additional strength points. Yeah, but I think right now there's nothing I can do, so let's just draw the resistance. Or better, the first resistance. And here we have the local police. Okay, it doesn't seem to be that important for mankind, this dam. So yeah, I think in this case I will not spend anything right now, or there's not really much I can do anyway. So let's just roll the die. We have a strength of 8, they have a strength of 2. So unless we see a 6 on the white die, we should be fine. So that's 7 plus, so that's 9. Still good enough to get rid of the local police. This was the first resistance. Let's go for the second one. And here we see US Army tanks. Strength of 5. We still have a strength of 8. So yeah, let's see. Yeah, let's just roll dice. Oh, we see a crushing victory here. Wow, that's really bad. So I think in this case, Vento Star Empire will spend 1 alien menace token to power on those energy shields. So use 1 alien menace tokens to prevent any 1 alien from being destroyed. So we can jump into the next fight round with 2 alien sources instead of, only 1. Let's roll. That's a tie. Tie is great because we just add up here. So we also got rid of the US Army tanks. That's great. So we are allowed to place another conquest token here, which brings us to, I think 5 victory points in total. Awesome. This time I will not forget the spoils of conquest, so we just won a fight, so we gain 2 alien menace tokens by spending this card here, and this is of course a good thing. Then we come to the second location, so let's see. Oh, here we have the rolling hills. That's really bad, as the rolling hills, that's really crappy. I think as this doesn't provide any victory points, so it's really an empty space basically, the Fishman of Adlerak will place the Martian Recon card here, play to force any location card just drawn to be immediately discarded and redrawn. I think this is really important. We need victory points after all, so let's redraw, and guess what? This is crap. We just found a forest instead of the rolling hills. It's still 0 victory points. It doesn't have resistance, but of course we still have to fight the infantry. This is really crap, so let's just roll the dice. Strength 5 plus, it's 8. 8 plus 2 is 10, so we clearly got rid of this infantry token. Well, at least that's something. Then we come to the draw phase of the Vento Star Empire. I skipped this for the Fishmen of Adlerak. They had 4 cards and I didn't want to get rid of any of those. I think I will also keep all of those as well. So let's just draw up. And here we see another Battle Frenzy. That's a reroll. Reroll is always a good thing. So we start the next resistance phase, so we can get rid of the sabotage card here. But the very first thing is to draw a new resistance event card. And guess what? This really sucks. We see another atomic bomb. The location on the board with the most aliens, at least 2, is targeted by an atomic bomb as described above. If more than 1 are tied, all are targeted. And again, we have 2 locations where that's the case. This one is an easy one, doesn't really hurt us that much. But this one really does, because you know the drill. This is the hydroelectric dam. If demolished, roll a d6 for every adjacent location. It's also demolished on the roll of a 3+. And of course we have this train station here. It's most likely to be destroyed as well. Oh no, it's not! Wow, that's great. 3+, it is demolished, 1 or 2 not. Wow, that's great. But no, that's great. Of course, we lost 1 point here, but we didn't lose those 2 points. Yeah, but still, we lost 4 of our sources, so we have to spend a lot of action points to get them back. Yeah, but overall, could have been worse. We can skip the location liberation step, so we have to advance the human tech track. We entered a red space, so let's roll for new resistance tokens. Start here with a blue player. That's a 6 that goes there. What do we have here? Fighter planes. Oh, they will move. Okay, we have to take care of that, but the move step is after the placement step. Yeah, that's the case. We still have to roll here on this neutral board. What do we have here? Another set of paratroopers. And last but not least, up there, that's a 4. And here we see, oh, that's the artillery. Artillery has barrage ability. Luckily, we don't have any alien sources on the board right now, because they would target all adjacent aliens and might get rid of those. Well, we really have to take care of this one. Okay, then let's move those fighter planes. They also move randomly on the same board. They go to 1 though here, so this will push the tanks to our landing site. So we will immediately see a fight here. Oh man, I hate that. And we just have a strength of 3. I think there's not much we can do. Oh, that's crap. Okay, let's go into the fight. Let's just roll. Maybe we are lucky. We still win on a tie at least. That's something. 6-6. That's a crushing victory for both of those. And again, Adlerak, Fishman win on ties. So we got rid of this tank token here. Next you would see barrage, but luckily there is no alien source next to the artillery. So let's roll for the human tech track. That's a 4, so we don't see a new technology coming out. Let's do one more round. Let's roll for initiative. Okay, that's better. That's 5 for the Vento Star Empire and 4 for the Fishmen of Adlerak, though they will go first. I think I will use 2 of my action points to land 2 additional sources at my landing site, and I think I really want to get rid of those fighter planes because they can liberate locations at some point in time. I don't want to have that happening, so I will move those guys up there. I don't have to use Rhaegar's Thought Probe at this point in time, so that's pretty much the action phase. So let's reveal the location here. What do we have here? The National Park. That seems to be a nice one. What do we have here? It's 2 victory points, 2 terror points, and while there is a conquest marker here, this location may be used as a landing site. Nice thing. Great. This is really great. But of course we have to get rid of those fighter planes. And they have only 1 resistance here. So I'm really tempted to use my Rhaegar's Thought Probe. No, I think not. I think we don't have to do that right now. It's basically 6 versus 6. We have 2 sources here. So let's roll the dice. Perfect, crushing victory. The fighter planes are gone. That's really great. Perfect. And then we have to draw the normal resistance here. So let's see what we get. Here we have a hero, the local geologist. Adds an additional +2 at any mountain location. Yes, this is a mountain location. So that's strength of 3 already. Wow, that's a tough one. Let's keep on drawing. It's only a hero. And he's been... accompanied by the National Guard, gains +2 strength at a town or a city location, which is not the case. So in total we see a strength of 5 at this point in time, and we have a strength of 6. Vento Star Empire still has tokens, so I think we should be able to deal with that. Let's roll the dice. We can see 5. Yeah, perfect. This was absolutely successful. So we got rid of both of those guys, which means we just conquered our next location here. And I think with those we are back at 6 victory points for now. That's not too bad. So we have 2 here, 2 there, that's 4. And up there we have 2 more. Those 2 are unfortunately demolished. Then it's the Vento Star Empire. They have 5 action points to spend. They could use, they're all part of the master plan, but I think right now they should be good. So I will land 3 alien sources here at our landing site, and I still have 2 more points left, and I think with those I will move into this small town, as I really want to get rid of that artillery marker up there. The first thing that this artillery does is to shoot a barrage at all aliens around it, basically. So I will start here on a 1 or 2. It's destroyed. No, that's alive. Then this one here, that's alive. This one, that's killed. And I think I will spend 1 of those menace tokens to use the energy shield to make sure that this alien saucer is not destroyed. And now we come into the normal fight. So let's just roll the dice. We have a strength of 8. It's only a strength of 4. Let's see. Crushing victory. Awesome. This artillery is down. Okay, let's get into the resistance phase. Let's draw the next resistance event card. And this is also not a funny one. Uprising. Place 1 resistance counter in a random space on each board section. Wow, that's really a tough one. So let's start down there. That's a 4. 4 is here, so we will see a fight. That really sucks. What do we have here? Another a group of tanks. So let's resolve that fight now. Wow, this is tough because they could liberate it. Oh, I hate that. I only have a strength of 3. So I think I will discard Rhaegar's Thought Probe. This gives me 2 alien menace tokens, which I will immediately spend to release the land squid. So I will be able to roll 2 red dice. So I can just add it up. So they have a strength of 5 right now. Yeah, that's the case. I have a strength of 3. 3 plus 3, that's 6, 8. Wow, that's still not enough. Oh, I hate that. I hate that. So I think Vento Star Empire will also spend 1 menace tokens to use the energy shields. But unfortunately, I can use the land squid only for 1 single fight round. So I really have to roll good this time. No, I didn't. Oh, wow. This really totally sucks. So this thing is gone. Oh wait, no, I still could do the contagion. Play at any time to roll a d6 for every resistance and resistance counter in a space this turn. On the roll of 4+, it is wiped out by the contagion. So this is basically it. So on a 4 or more, it is destroyed. Yes, this tank is or are destroyed. This is great. I'm now not 100% sure if I would still allowed to do that before I doing this, you know, strength totals here, but I think I would be allowed. And I guess the rules are pretty clear here. Unless specifically stated otherwise, cards may always be used after the fact to add to a strength total, force dice to be rerolled, etc. So I think basically there is no army unit left. So we basically won this battle here. If you think I'm wrong here, please let me know. It doesn't really change the outcome that much. So basically it would only mean that this saucer would be destroyed as well. But still there would not be a tank left to liberate that town here. So overall we are still conquered this location, which is the most important thing I wanted to make sure here. Of course we still have to roll here. That goes to 1. So here we have Rangers, they win on tie, they push the tanks to the capital city. And last but not least, we have to place one up there. This time we see a 4. Oh, again, we have to fight, I guess. Here we see infantry units. So let's resolve that fight quick and dirty. We have a strength of 8. So hopefully we should be able to take care of them. Yeah, not a problem. This infantry unit is toast. Luckily, we don't see location liberation, so we would move the human tech track. We don't see a move, we got rid of the planes, and we also don't see barrage, so we also got rid of the artillery. So we have to roll for the tech breakthrough, but this time we have to roll 2 dice. But we only would draw 1 card, even if we would roll now 2 sixes. But let's see. Yeah, this time we see a 6. That's really bad news. So let's draw our first human tech card. And here we see advanced communications. All resistance and resistance counters gain plus X to their strength total, where X is the resistance value of the current location. That's right, sir, Fishman. Wow, that's really nice because we are the Fishmen. What a coincidence. Okay, so we have to keep this card, so this will affect the gameplay until the end of the game, or until we find some way to get rid of this human tech cards, but there ain't that many options in the game here. Okay, and this brings me to the end of my playthrough for today. Hope I'm still doing okay. Hope I haven't made too many mistakes. If not, please let me know and I will try to correct them as good as I can, basically. And yeah, hope to see you soon in my next episode of my playthrough of Conquest of Planet Earth. And until then, bye bye.